Nice to see you back here. What can I help you with?
Whoa!
It's you. The machine hunter that bailed out the Karja.
Never heard it put that way before.
What do you want?
Heard you've been hassling refugees up by the cliffs.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong. There's salvage up there. A Stormbird. Nailed it myself with the harpoon here in town. Not an easy shot if I do say so myself. It clipped its wing, and it crashed into the old tower up there. Killed it quick. Yeah, so if anyone's hassling anyone, it's the Shadow Karja filth that's blocking the way up to my claim.
And you're ready to crack some skulls to get to it?
No need. It's a raggedy bunch. Probably all starve before I have to lift a finger.
We'll see about that.
Oh yeah, we will, won't we? Now shop's closed to Karja lovers. On your blasted way.
누구 말이 맞는 거야? 알 수가 없네.
I think I can climb up this cliff. I wonder if there's anything interesting at the top.
이거 진짜 별자리 같아.
Useful for making dyes.
이렇게 가지요. 이렇게. 음. 저 있다. 꼭대기를 올라가려면 완전 절벽 타기 게임 아니야 이거? 어제전은 이렇게까지 절벽 타기 게임은 아니었던 것 같은데.
An old Karja watchtower. I don't know what's inside.
올라가. 올라가라고. 나한테 왜 이러시는? 아! 다행이다.
Take this to a dyer later. Okay, almost there.
씨발. 신이시여.
Made it.
아,
And there's another one of those
이거구나.
devices.
반갑다. 렌즈가
Lens. Guess I'll figure out what to do with it later. I can almost see the entire valley up here. No wonder the Carja built this one. There's another watchtower on the other side of the valley. I
어디?
wonder if it's got a lens at the top.
어디? 저거 얘기하는 건가? 엄청 멀리 있는 거?
I can almost see the entire valley up here.
왜 여기까지밖에 안 내려와? 어깨 내려감. 아, 여기 있다. 친절하군.
Be careful not to let this stain my hands. I know something's up. Boomer said that Fanghorn should be nearby. There's the Fanghorn. Gonna have to take it down to get its rib.
아니! 진짜 참을 수 없다.
Boomer said that Fanghorn should be nearby.
아, 너구리네. 여우인 줄.
Fire won't do much. There's the Fanghorn. Gonna have to take it down to get its rib.
한 방에 안 죽잖아! 어차피 소용없는 짓이었네.
Be able to harvest its rib now.
아싸 잡지롱. 아싸 잡지롱. 하하. 즐겁다.
Got the fanghorn rib, now I just need the charger horns.
와우.
Room on me. Send it to my stash.
여긴 차저 없나? 아, 여기 거기잖아. 차가 진짜 밝다.
Shot could do a lot of damage.
사실 차저보다는 걔가 제일 문제야. 앞으로 날려야 돼?
I need more ammo.
아, 3개나 이런 미친.
To find the
3개나
charger once I shut
주어야
off.
하다니.
Pulse from my focus should show me where they are.
그럴 줄 알았으면 다 죽이지 않았을 텐데.
Didn't get enough warrants for Dell and Boomer. Gonna have to find more chargers.
그냥 이거 뜯어가면 안 되는 거야? 이렇게 슬픈 일이. 멧돼지 어깨 돌아다니는 건데? 아니?
I can turn this around.
개 무서워, 빨간 눈들. 얘들아, 이제 나 잊어. 나를 잊고 살아가줘. 좋아. 더 없겠지?
Got everything I need for Della and Boomer. Now, see about that weapon of theirs.
I know that look. You've got all the parts, haven't you?
Here you go.
Outstanding! I only need a few minutes to finish the prototype.
I'll take the version that won't blow my arms off. Thanks. Hi.
So did you blow up any machines to get the parts? Or any bandits?
You really like explosions, huh?
Here we go.
With the boomsticks?
Oh, you betcha.
Is it safe?
Probably.
Can I have one?
No! Cause we're gonna make you something even better.
Ba-boom!
귀여워. 두 개가 있어요. 이온. 이 위에도 뭐가 있나 보다. 어디로 올라가야
Stay here.
할까? 어떻게 생각해? 이렇게 올라간? 이쪽이 아닌가? 짤로 올라가나 보다.
These people are under attack.
Hey! You up there! Aren't you gonna help?
Not my job. I'm just here to keep an eye on things for chain scrape.
와우. 아! 타임.
I can keep going.
More machines on their way.
Get to safety. I'll handle the rest.
Go, Natasha. I'll help the Nora.
어머.
That's the last of them. Better check on the refugees. I should walk. Last thing I need is a machine stomping around in there.
Lie still.
Is it bad, Lakasha?
Shh, now. Everything will be fine.
Is everyone okay?
Bruised, but not buried. Our order will live to see another day.
Are you sure about that?
We're no strangers to hardship, Nora. We've crossed half the Sundom with no more than the clothes on our backs. And as soon as our Sun Priest returns, our path will be clear. For now, we wait.
Well, you're better off waiting somewhere else. Your people need shelter. There's a town east of...
Chainscrape. Yes. We know of it. Savohar says it's not suitable for us.
Who?
Our Sun Priest. Our order has made it this far thanks to his guiding light.
Okay, and where is this Savohar?
He went up to the tower to meditate 3 days ago, and he won't come down until the sun shows him the way to our new home. The fallen storm bird is an omen, he said. And of course, it must be.
I see. And how long do you plan on waiting for him?
Until he returns. He will return. He must.
You're Shadow Karja, aren't you?
We are the Order of Twilight.
The difference being...
When the usurper Avad killed his father, we fled with the Karja and Shadow to Sunfall. Our lives there were difficult. Savohar saw our misery, lifted us up, protected us from the corrupt priests and heartless kestrels. When their rule ended, Savohar led us from the Shadowlands. The long night ends, and the setting sun will lead us to salvation, he said. And so he named us the Order of Twilight. We journeyed west in search of a better life.
Why didn't you go back to Meridian?
Avad is a patricide. We will not kneel to the likes of him. We must walk in twilight to our new home. Savohar will lead us there.
Uh-huh. There's an Oseram in Chainscrape, Tolland. He wants the Stormbird up there.
Yes. He was here just yesterday. A very unpleasant man, even by Oseram standards. He made all manner of threats. But we will not be intimidated.
That's all well and good, but he's got friends. Sooner or later, his whole gang will show up.
Savohar will come through. He always does. We just need to give him more time.
You're out of time, Lakasha. You need to consider packing up and...
We won't leave him. And we won't let others disrupt his meditation.
Well, they're going to try. Your priest, Savohar. You said he's been up there 3 days?
His meditation can't be rushed.
So he does this often? Meditating for days on end?
Well, it doesn't usually take this long. But he will guide us through. He always has. We have faith.
Sure. But shelter looks like a more pressing concern. Look at yourselves. Those machines nearly wiped you out. And Osram thugs are watching you, just waiting to strike. You're in danger here. You need to grab Savohar and get out.
Our situation. This is the worst.
생각보단 말이 통하긴 하네.
I know we cannot stay here, but without Savohar to guide us, I don't.
Let me up there. And I'll convince him it's time to move on.
But his meditation. If he hasn't received his vision, he won't follow.
At least let me check on him. If he's been up there for days.
Yes. Yes, that is sensible, I suppose. Please, be careful. The trail up to the tower is falling apart. Savohar is strong, but it could not have been an easy climb.
무시무시한 얘기네.
It rarely is.
Let the Nora pass.
Looks like I should head up. Part of the ladder. Akasha was right. The trail's in bad shape. This looks recent. Must have broken off when Savohar climbed up here. I can reach those beams if I jump against the cliff. Okay, now how to climb higher. This pigment would work well on armor. Ladder must have broken off after Savohar passed through. I need to find another way up. Bridge. I might be able to make the jump to the other side. That's a lot of blood. Savohar's?
괜찮은 거냐?
He must have hurt himself pretty bad getting over the bridge. It's not looking good.
3일이나 지났다며.
Looks like he left a trail. There's the stormbird. Getting closer.
죽은 거 아니야? 어디 있는데 스톤보드?
Machines. Sabahar must have snuck past them. I could probably slip past them. Or take them out.
제발.
Searching for me. That's all of them.
맛 좋은 까마귀 고기.
Savoar. In pretty bad shape.
괜찮으신가요? 살아있어서 다행이다.
The true sun before me.
마른 거 봐.
Show me the way this eventide.
You sick and tired every day.
You must be Savoar.
True sun before me. Show me the way this eventide.
상해 동안
No. The vessel must be empty. For the
no, 지랄
You
no.
don't need a vision. You need medical attention. On the way up, I saw parts of the trail had given way. Is that how you hurt yourself?
my pain. All part of the ritual.
You're hurt bad. And your people are running out of time. Staring at the Stormbird isn't solving anything.
You don't understand the omen. It fell here at the peak. I just need to see the twilight path. And my people will find their home.
Listen, Lakasha is doing the best she can down there, but machine attacks, angry Oseram. The Order is scared, Savoar.
The last rays of eventide will burn away their fear.
I don't think so. What do you think's gonna happen here? If you sit long enough, the sun will show you something?
A path to a new home. Fallen machine can only mean that the storm has passed. Salvation is at hand.
Or some Oseram shot it, and it hit an old tower. Look, I think you punctured a lung. You can't heal it with prayer.
The sun will provide, and I will not lose faith.
I'd be more concerned about losing blood. Your people are worried about you. They need shelter, security.
True son, love. The true son,
나랑 통하는데?
show me the way. This eventide.
I think you've been staring at your salvation this whole time.
The true son, love me.
Gotta get over to that Stormbird. Grab its heart.
에이.
A Stormbird heart is valuable. Enough to feed all the refugees waiting below.
일로 있어,
And his
착하다.
answer is sunstroke and a prayer?
일광욕 씨발.
Blind faith is the answer to everything.
일광욕 존나 웃김. 말솜심. 물론 에일로이 말이 다 맞다.
The Oseram that was watching the refugees probably went to get Tolland. I gotta get them out of here before he comes back. There. The Order should be able to afford shelter with this heart. Some food and a change of clothes wouldn't hurt either.
천사야, 천사. 어떻게 내려가지?
Sabahar? How you holding up? I need to get back over there. Savar?
응? 미치겠어.
I guess you did the best you could. Rest easy now. I'll make sure your people are safe.
진짜 너무 허망하다.
I should let
신앙이란
Lakasha
뭘까?
know. And give her the Stormbird heart.
모닥불 타고 가면 빠를 듯?
Come on. Don't make this difficult. Get out of the way.
No.
I'm a generous gent. So I'll give you one more chance to make it easy on yourselves and clear out.
We won't let you pass, Asaram. If you choose bloodshed, that's on your conscience.
Ain't it just like the Karja to make things harder than they have to be? Okay, boys. You heard her. Get your consciences ready.
Hold on now, Tolland.
You again? Listen, I'm all out of patience here. I clipped that Stormbird's wings. The salvage is mine. I don't care who gets in my way. Nora savages or Shadow Cars or fleabags. I'm taking it.
Okay, so you clipped the Stormbird. But it's brought you nothing but trouble since. Refugees, squabbles, me. Might be hard to swallow, but it's time to cut your losses, don't you think?
Come on, boss. It's not worth it.
Okay. You win. Hey, I'm doing fine. I don't need that salvage anyhow.
갑자기?
But these people need all the help they can get. Come on, boys. Back to chain scrape. I
근데
need a drink.
생각보다 순순히 물러서네.
Aloy, again, we thank you.
You're welcome. Now take this heart. Use it to buy food, clothes, shelter for your people. Maybe even land to build a new home.
This is... Savahar must make these decisions.
No, I'm sorry, Lakasha. Savahar isn't coming back. He's gone. I know it's hard, but your people need a leader now. Go to Chainscrape. Talk to the forge woman there, Petra. Give her the Stormbird heart. She'll look after you and your people until you can get back on your feet. Find your path.
I'll do my best, Aloy. What choice do I have? Here, please accept this. It is modest, but I hope it helps in some small way. To Chainscrape, then.
다행이야. 어쨌든 잘 해결돼서. 어디일까나. 응? 밑인가 봐. 구석 있다.
Refreshing.
우와. 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 뭐야? 너무 예뻐. 잠수 장비? 그런 게 있어야 된다고! 어쨌건 아쉽다. 궁금한데. 정말 아쉽구만.
I'll need these later for sure. Part of the sun dome before the Forbidden West. Karja That means the easiest one to see. Alright, I should find whoever's in charge here. First, I could resupply at my stash. Might be worth taking a look around, too.
Savior, tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal. And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
You're not afraid of the Tanakh?
Terrified. But I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry, when its doors aren't closed for an embassy. I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon. I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as much as you do. Believe me, I'm working on it.
Good to know. And keep us in mind. If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West. Guaranteed.
All right. Maybe later then.
If you could get those blasted gates open.
Guess I'm not the only one who wants to get those gates open. There's Erend. It looks like he's had a few.
You're in a sour...
Gentlemen.
That's our cue.
Taking the edge off?
Oh, at the end of the world's coming. I don't be sober for it. Now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So whatever you need, ask away.
How have things been since
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the clay. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Boadis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. Wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seemed the crowd that showed up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, the rowdiest funeral since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all on the table.
What do you know about the embassy?
Oh, yeah, not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tanakh. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind.
회담이 회담으로 진행이 되지 않겠구만?
What do you know about this place?
Nothing good. It's where the Carja dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor. The rest were hauled off to the Sun Ring and Meridian.
Your sacrifice.
You got it. Tanakh made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Carja out of the West. Can't say I blame them. And now Avad's paying the Osram to rebuild it. No matter how much new stone they put up. He'll still be stained in blood.
I better get going.
Right, and I'll have to do complicated Aloy things. Maybe just don't disappear completely this time.
No promises.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me,
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
not done counting it. Be careful out there, Aloy.
Savior, you're my last hope.
Conover. She's Meridian's savior, not yours.
It's just Aloy. What do you want?
Please, no one will listen. But the Eclipse... they're here in the Daunt.
Really, Conover? Aloy's the one that defeated them. You're bothering her with this hogwash now?
Some of them must have fled west after the battle at the Elite. I saw one of our sentries, Lorevic, sneaking off to meet with one. I tried to eavesdrop, but they spotted me. And then Lorevic tried to kill me. I fought back. It was him or me.
Unfortunately, there's no hard evidence that connects Lorevic to the Eclipse. And since Conover doesn't deny killing his fellow soldier, Nozar sentenced him to death.
What makes you so sure Lorevic was working with the Eclipse?
Well, I was too far to hear everything. But I heard them both say the word Eclipse.
It's not the most outlandish claim I've heard, but it's up there.
Crying Eclipse is a convenient way to dodge a death sentence.
If I have to die, so be it. But if we ignore this threat, others are going to die too.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Weeks ago, during a shift change, some trespassers slipped through the gate. By the time anyone noticed, they were halfway out the canyon. Nozar didn't see the need to give chase. Let the Tenakth take care of them, he said.
Nozar's not one to be sidetracked. He tightened up the patrol schedules, reprimanded the sentries, and everyone moved on.
But I couldn't stop thinking about it. None of us are careless out here, meaning someone left it open on purpose. And Lorevic, well, he's always grumbling about officers. But on this, he was too quiet. And after the incident, he started acting different, jumpy. So when I spotted him sneaking out of the barracks after hours, I followed. I found him, arguing with a stranger. And when Lorevic mentioned the Eclipse, I tried getting closer, but they heard me. The stranger took off, and Lorevic lunged at me with his knife. Instincts took over. Sentries heard the scuffle and found me standing over his body.
Why don't you believe him?
We combed the woods, searched Larevic's bunk, searched it again, didn't find anything. Look, Conover's a good man. I don't believe he murdered Larevic in cold blood. But Nozar only listens to facts. And that fact is, Conover killed his fellow sentry. He doesn't deny it, right?
No, but more Eclipse are out there.
And considering there's no evidence backing up this Eclipse story, well, we can't question a dead man. Nozar's on edge with the upcoming embassy and doesn't want distractions. But hey, if you find a bunch of Eclipse soldiers hatching an evil plot in the woods, please do let us know.
The meeting you witnessed. Did you hear anything else about their plans?
No. But the clearing where they met is just east of here, across the river.
A dozen soldiers have already searched it, Conover. There's nothing there.
I can see things others can't. If the Eclipse are in the Daunt, I'll find them.
Thank you, Aloy. Sun bless your search.
Don't get your hopes up, soldier.
재밌겠다.
No one is allowed past this point. Commander Nozar's orders.
Oh.
Lighten up, Pai. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tenakth out there.
Are you in charge around here?
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, the second in command. So,
What brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tanakh have left.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offer tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanakh return personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tanakh, they're handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
You said something about Tanakh's marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our Sun Priest until they concede. Dave over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvin was thrilled. Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
이래서 회담이 되겠냐, 얘들아?
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. The delay?
The Tanakh are a tribe composed of
아무 말도 못해.
clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the third clan arrives and the Tanakh horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
에일로이는 참지 않기. 결국 왔구나.
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the Savior! I don't care if that was the Queen herself. The gate is sealed, so that horn blows!
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Var. Hi, Aaron.
What's happening?
You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
That's it. Arrest her.
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire? Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Nose off! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let it through, boys. Saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time.
진짜 지옥 끝까지 쫓아올 생각인 것 같은데?
So this tribe that Barad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is no.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Vashav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun. You'll have to forgive my comrades. Tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
아, 이 사람이
I'm not here to
파샤보구나.
cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tanakh, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
How did you come to be among the Tanakh?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tanakh into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate. I was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hikaru. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tanakh chief, you did something desperate?
I'd kept my ears open as the Tanakh dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hikaru's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kurut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tanakh howled, but Hikaru stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kurut. Little did I know what I was in for.
You said the Kurut is a Tanakh's trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hoped for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tanakh chief.
The winners of the Kurut must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hikaru's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tanakhs just spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tanakh. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tanakh for hating them.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tanakh. Especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hikaru and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
The Karja talk about Hikaru as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last. The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tanakh is a lot different than how they do. Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tanakh and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tanakh don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times.
애들 말 너무 많아서
Chief Hikaru
졸았어.
knows that survival often requires change. Even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hikaru knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
이제 홀딱 반했구나.
If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to you.
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tanakh can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No, the other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
그렇게 멋지게 흘러가지 않을 것 같은데.
The Karja have opened the gates.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such a...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Hikaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hikaro has betrayed us! The embassy is proof! And all of you marshals are his accomplices! For this, I condemn you to death!
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
와우. 공룡 아니야, 공룡?
Lancers! Form up!
미친.
They're riding machines.
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
아,
Vishav, come with us now. Oh, not at
이게
all.
이렇게 되네.
Archers! Light them up!
Get to cover!
안 돼! 내 이럴 줄 알았어! 그렇게 잘 될 리가 없지. 못 살아.
Their flank to the Karja! Run them down!
못 살아.
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
저런. 저런.
Kaja! Stand your ground!
Fire at will! I don't have a shot!
일단 쏴, 얘들아. 아군 맞을까봐 그런가? 야, 제발! 안 돼! 당신은 죽으면 안 된다고. 아, 쎄.
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair! Lancers! Take the center!
Get ready!
미치겠다.
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge!
미치겠다, 얘들아.
They're onto us.
안 닿네. 같이.
We've got a
Commander!
아, 네. 뭐야, 놀렸어. 씨발. 안 돼! 그럼 미친. 아! 끔찍해!
We've survived! Attack!
아, 학원이구나. 미안. 나이스. 머리를 내밀어. 아이씨.
Time to fight. The Outlander here. Engage her. She's hurt. You, Outlanders! I'll skin you both!
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
보스전인가?
Granted.
에? 개쩔어. 뭐야? 나도 줘. 저기 뭔데? 야, 친구가 막고 있는데 가만히 보고 있으면 어떡해. 이게 뭐고.
Never seen a shield like that. Better scan it. I can break through the shield if I damage it enough. Gotta get through that shield.
아이, 씨가 미친. 없다고? 타임. 어떻게 하지?
Just break his guard. Gotta take down that shield. You're not stopping me.
아니, 정보 좀 보자. 어쩌라고.
I've got to break that shield. There, now's my chance.
You've broken the ship!
That shield's not gonna save you! Gotta break through its block.
피했어.
Shield's gone! He's vulnerable!
아니, 뭐라는 아니, 왜? 처음부터 다시는 아니겠지?
Never seen a shield like that. Better scan it.
아니라고 해도 아니라고. 일단 풀을 존나 모아야 돼. 풀이 없어. 아니.
You're not stopping me! Gotta break that shield!
따라봐.
That shield will break if I hit hard enough.
그냥 처음부터 근접전 할걸. 죽여. 나쁜. 어우!
Your turn.
내가 뭘 본 거지?
Here and face me. No. It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life.
뭔 소리야?
Congrats.
튀는데 되게 장대한 이유를.
Today you have decimated the marshals, slaughtered the Karja. So begins our war on Ikara. Move out.
Get into the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
I got you.
어머. 연출 끝내준다. 깜짝이야. 뱀인 줄 알았어. 너무 많은 죽음이 있었어. 얘 이렇게 벗겨진 채로. 씨발. 오. 아싸. 낙하산이당. 저렇게 빨개 벗겨진 채로 버려진 거 너무 불쌍한데? 그래도 나름 높은 애 같았는데.
We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tanakh have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Those are
어떡해,
Wadis,
바샤브.
Vishav, a massacre.
만나자마자 죽었어.
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross some of Tanakh's territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tanakh's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tanakh's territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north. With all those machines they were riding, they must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
많아.
Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone that Tanakh chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tanakh weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
About Fashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tanakh. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tanakh.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
하지만 이렇게 죽을 애가 아니었는데 몸뚱이 절반을 평화의 그림으로 채워넣겠다고 약속했는데 너무 불쌍해. 씨발 말이 너무 많아 얘들. 어떡해. 나 이거 다 못 보겠어. 진심 졸려 얘들아. 진짜 어떡하냐? 자고 일어나서 맨정신일 때 볼까? 지금 계속 대화 봤더니 진짜 정신 나갈 것 같아. 여기까지 해야겠다.